Hello everybody and welcome to that highlight video from HeiZer Season 4. It's week 1 and how should I introduce myself? Maybe I'm the new rookie here in the season. You know, it's a bit like Fernando Alonso in Formula 1 because actually I'm a veteran of the game, but well, I arrived 2 days before this playlist on PS5. I did not know any of the cars beside the Wagner, so Zeno, I bought it right before the playlist. And actually I did not know this track and some of the others either, because some new tracks, and I never played on PS5 before. So as you can see, it's sometimes a bit goofy from myself, sometimes a bit goofy from others, and yeah, let's enjoy this playlist, I think. Here we go, myself and McTylo in battle for 8th position, and I honestly did not know how good this driver is because I never saw him before, but I saw an open gap and I took it, and that's myself on 8th position with a great overtake. And after that point I thought, Lut Gamer, do you still got it? Are you still familiar with the game, with your strength? And then I saw this slide and I knew, okay, I'm not familiar with the game. I'm actually not competitive, not at this point. Just stay on 8th position and maybe I can overtake the one or the other driver who make even more mistakes than myself. And if you talk about drivers who make even more mistakes than myself, you cannot leave Two-Face out of the discussion, because sometimes the Cosmic Blaster driver is a genius on the track, but sometimes he only wants to crash as much as possible and as ridiculous as possible. And so yeah, I'm gaining 1 position now. McTylo is crashing me here, but you know, I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter. I will take this 8th position back from McTylo. And that's it, it's 7th position on my first race on PS5. I actually expected it to be much more worse, but as you can see, HeiZer, the winner of the first HeiZer Season 4 race, and maybe he will win the whole season. We will see in the next races. Here we go, race 2, and we start with a massive pile-up, a lot of cars crashing right and left, and it's myself profiting enormously from this crash, and now it's myself on 5th position, and I knew I never saw this track before, but it could suit my driving style, and maybe I could gain some more positions. And while I was following the leading 2 drivers, Too Stressado and P-Buddy Spiner made a minor mistake and letting HCB225 Gamer through. And actually, I regret this situation later, because this could have cost me maybe my maiden win in the season. Okay, maiden win is maybe a bit exaggerated if you keep in mind it's my 2nd race on the PS5, but the podium was definitely possible. As you can see, I overtook Too Stressado with a magnificent overtake at this point, but unfortunately this corner and this little slide from Zeno will cost me my exit speed, and it will cost me actually the 3rd position, so I ended up on 4th here. And here we go, Senior Buns Grand Prix 2023, on the right, on the left, everywhere, our cars crashing into walls, cars crashing into cars, walls crashing into walls. It was definitely an exhausting moment, but you can see HeiZer is always the profit taker of every crash, and it's definitely a bit suspicious. While I was following McTylo and HCB225 Gamer, I definitely thought that there will be a crash soon, and unfortunately, you can see it now. Sometimes you lose positions, and I definitely could not avoid that crash with iToti919, because definitely lack of experience at this point with the car, with the console, with everything. But sometimes God is taking positions away, and sometimes God is giving positions, and that's why I'm on 11th place now, right now.
Since he doesn't know that he's the reason why you're drowning, you're drowning, you're drowning. Now
while the grid is losing HCB225 Gamer with an engine failure. You can see myself gaining a lot of position due to crashes. But like I explained before, sometimes God is giving and sometimes God is taking away positions from drivers. As you can see, after that overtake against Two Face, nothing will happen anymore, and that's why, yeah, you can see myself heading on 6th position overall if you consider HCB225 Gamer still in the list. Yeah, it's pretty overwhelming result at this point if you consider that I don't know any of these tracks and I don't know the Zeno, and yeah, obviously I'm not familiar with the mechanics of the PS5, so well, why don't do a snow race, and we will see how I can perform on Coochie on ice. Well, indeed, I was a bit lucky until this actually happened, and you can see Hammer X9 and myself crashing as per Thanaton involved in the crash, and actually I was the one who profited the most out of this crash, and yeah, I won't say anything. Yeah, it's definitely a debatable moment in the race, but as you can see here, in the following moment I was able to overtake Camp Schnitzel, and now on 5th position I was aiming for 1st. As you can see, Exempli Grazia against McTylo. As you can see, against Mr. Foxy. I was cold like a polar bear. I was definitely made for racing in icy conditions. And you can see X-Valkyrie V had no chance against my acceleration in the snow. And it's myself on 2nd position. If you consider that Peabody's Pine was not that far away, maybe I could have won that race without the one or the other unlucky moment, but in the end I will take my first podium on my first playlist on PS5 with the first time Zeno, so definitely not a bad performance for a rookie. Third fastest lap in the last race and overall 1st position. I was definitely satisfied with this playlist, and maybe in the future I will be performed even better.